This podcast contains adult language and crude humor. Listener discretion is advised.
So, I can't tell you why I started thinking about this. It just came up out of nowhere. I got to wondering about how when years and years ago, when Thrall first met Agra, and like, say their wedding night specifically, that very, very first time they went down or did stuff together, well, maybe before their wedding, I don't know. But do you suppose the very first time Agra was, fondling a man Thrall, it sounded something like,
A new hand touches.
Thrall's balls! They're everywhere! Thrall's Balls, the World of Warcraft podcast with a dirty mind and a clean behind. Hosted by Boomy Nation, Craig, Gershom, Johnny Tips, and Wooly. What's up, swingaz? From the TBHQ in the grizzly lands of Wisconsin, welcome to Thrall's Balls, episode number 212. I'm sick, but I'm also Wooly, the king of bullshit and destruction warlock. Yeah, I'm sick. That's exciting. Here with me is Gershom, the classy, sassy beast mastery hunter. We also have Johnny Tips, the debonair, dark iron demonology warlock. Hi, guys. How's it going?
Hi.
Go.
Hey, what was that fucking? I feel like, young lady, you put those balls down. You don't know where those have been. Those could have been anywhere.
New hand touches Thrall's balls.
Good God. You know what? So in the books, they kind of make Thrall sound like a fucking dunce until Agra came and like pulled his nuts, gave his nuts a tug. I don't know if that's true or not, but apparently he was a bit of a bitch until
Thrall
she came along.
never did stuff with anyone else, did he?
I don't think he did.
What's her name? So. Taretha or whatever her name was? Did he slam her?
No, I don't think they did. They were in love, but they never got around to it. No.
They didn't make the beast with a green or white back? Green and white back?
No, they didn't. Not that we know of. Allegedly.
I'm just going to get this out of the way. Like I said, I'm sick. I've been sick. I should be good to go for the episode, but I've already told these guys there may come a point where I just have to pocket sand and leave. So,
Pocket sand!
Pocket sand.
You just wanted to say pocket sand again. You could see all the pocket
sand.
You guys can see all the pocket sand jokes and memes if you go to thrallsballs.com, join the Discord.
These guys gave me extra editing to do because they kept telling me they were like, edit this out, so I decided to have fun with it. And there was even one point where I did the work of editing something specifically to say no. I went, nope.
It's pretty good.
Static.
As a fair note, I didn't listen to the episode. I was kind of in a new brand of edibles who dis mind state about halfway through. So when I was telling these guys, I was like, when I stopped being able to pronounce Earthen Deep Dweller's Hearthstone or whatever, Cave Dweller, whatever the fuck that thing was, but I couldn't even say it right. Bro, my brain wasn't it wasn't in podcasting place. So I didn't listen, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I was high as fuck.
I have definitely run episodes where I had no business running that episode. I've definitely done that.
1,000%. I'm just glad we've been on the air long enough now. If you're here, you're here. Grab on, hold on, because.
And I was gonna cut this out of the episode, but I figure it doesn't hurt anything. So little bit of to give you guys some information for Boomy, because he's been gone for a while, and people are probably like, when's he coming back? I reached out to him the other day just to be like, hey man, hope everything's good, how you doing? And the IRL mythic boss that's kicking his ass, or the mythic boss known as real life, is how I wrote it in the notes, and I wasn't looking at that when I said it. But he's still got a ton of stuff going on, so he is, from here on, going to be kind of a when he can kind of host, just like Craig. Craig.
Craig! Damn you, Craig!
Who we have declared as a host who has not even been on the show once since we declared him a host. Super duper part-time 5th co-host. And I guess now Boomy is a super duper part-time fourth co-host, but they're both our mascots. So one's a beard, the other's got, I don't know, 3 kids or however many kids. I don't know.
Craig
how many
has a
kids
beard
Boomy
too.
has. Craig has a beard?
Yeah, like a really long one. I don't know
I
if
did
he
not know
shaved
that.
it. It's been like years.
Oh my god, we all have beards except Gershom.
Okay.
I think I have the
We'll go with
shortest
that.
beard, though.
We'll go with that. We'll go with that.
Oh, so you
I'm
do
sorry.
have a beard.
Let's not say that. You know what? Let's not talk about how the growth of my pubes are a barometer of my lack of sex life. All right, Johnny, what you doing? Wow.
I'm
sad. I'm sorry.
I mean,
No, I'm kidding. I'm just fucking with you guys. It was a
don't
bit. I take care of myself. Don't worry.
A new hand touches.
Balls! Balls!
There we go. I like hitting buttons.
I cannot leave my house. I have been grueling over, housing. I've rebuilt my house 3 times. I keep feeling this weird sense of not FOMO, but I don't know how to explain it. Like, I keep wanting to go through all the various collections of where the housing was. So I did like a world tour, and I went to like every vendor.
Is your
You
guild
can only
in
have
an alliance
one.
neighborhood?
Yes.
Can you?
So
only
I do
one
have
house?
a horde
And
option.
if you want to change how it looks, then you have to buy like a new plot that looks different, right?
What?
And that's what they said is free. So like if you want to change how your house looks, like I know we're going to talk about this in the news, but like if they ever implement the silver moon and you like that, but you have like a fucking ash and looking one, then you can move your plot to the silver moon plot place. Right?
Yes,
For
the-
free,
exactly
they were
how your
saying.
house is.
Right. And
I
it's
think
free
they're
to
talking
do
about
that.
having presets as well.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that if they give us the silver moon looking exterior, which I'm sure they will, and it's in the news, there is, Gershom, because you haven't been able to play with housing yet, there is something you can do. It's the same way you add chimneys and shit to your house. When you are in the house editor, the exterior, I am positive it's going to be in there that you can click on house type or something.
Oh, God.
It
Yeah, I
will
was going to say that
Silver
seems weird.
Moon look or
Yeah.
whatever.
There you
Because
go.
right now, not to step on Johnny's toes here, but right now, my character's alliance and my horde, my neighborhood is my guild's neighborhood, and it's horde. So I'm running around in a orc-looking house with a void elf owning it. Anyway, continue, Johnny. I'm sorry.
It's all good. I've been working on the inside of my house and the outside of my house. I can't tell you how much time I spent on the exterior of my house. I redid it 3 or 4 different times, and I've been struggling real hard recently with housing in general because I keep wanting to. I like what they've given us, right? And I'm happy with how housing's turning out. I couldn't ask for a better system. I've just been struggling because of the collection of everything and feeling overwhelmed to not start my house and then run into roadblocks on leveling the house and whatnot. And then I remember, I keep to remind myself, this is early access. It's not really out yet because there's still going to be there's still all of the midnight stuff coming out. Honestly, the only thing that has annoyed me is the limitation on how much external stuff you can do in terms of the placement. Like 200 just doesn't seem that much with how much real estate they actually give you for the plots. Like, I was
think
barely
that's
able to make a
do
fountain.
With how much to render in the, let's call it, overworld. So, like,
Yeah.
I think their thought process is, if you have not a great PC, then you can be kind of limited in what you put on your inside, and that's your choice. But if you go outside and you have a ton of things in a great PC and everybody's maxing them out, you're not going to be able to do it. I think that's their thought process. Not sure.
Yeah. It's more of just the scale of the plots versus how much stuff you can place on them. Like, that ratio doesn't work, basically. Like, the amount of stuff you can put outside your house, there's so much left open space, basically. Like, I wanted to build, like, an Addams Family house vineyard with, like, a hedge base, right? And that was, like, what I was going to make the exterior of my house as, right? And I couldn't really do that because of the way they implemented, like I wasn't able to get the full scale. Like, I could make one, but you wouldn't be able to actually walk on it, right? It would be very small. So I was trying to figure out a way to do it in a way with the plot that I had that I could scrounge up. It's been very difficult for me to figure that out, you know, and I had to kind of settle with what I had and just kind of deal with it and move on from there. Aside from that, interior, great. I love it all. I'm loving going back to the old world. I'm loving going back and getting all these old achievements and whatnot and checking. I'm just glad the add-ons have come through. Shout out to Homebound and Decor Event Reputations, and there's a third one.
I don't know. Those are the only
Decor Vendors.
Oh wait, no.
The
core vendors one is what I have.
Yeah, there's three. Yeah, the Homebound, the core vendors, and the core reputations. I'm sure someone's gonna, like, you know, take over for all of them at some point. That someone's gonna consolidate it all, because that's just how these things go sometimes. But
I have a complaint to make.
Yeah, what's up?
I think there's too many goddamn vendors, like, in the neighborhood. Just put it all on one vendor. Like,
just you wait. Every reputation in the game has a vendor, pretty much.
Oh, I know.
So
I know.
That's another thing.
We need a centralized one vendor, because, like, they're constantly.
Don't even have a vendor. You buy it once, right?
Just
and then for the duplicates,
put it in the tooltip.
Not even. No.
Like in your menu. Just give it a
menu.
menu.
Just have a separate tab. So once you buy it,
menu, but it's not the same thing.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Here's what I'm saying. Okay, so you go to the vendor, you buy the whatever candle or whatever it is, right? The table, the chair, whatever it might be. You buy it from the vendor once. Obviously, if they want to keep this whole thing where you buy multiples of the item, which I get why they kept it for the whole crafting system, right? And for, like, repeatable content, I get that part. What I don't understand is why I have to go back to that vendor if I don't pre-buy. I don't want a Home Depot trip in my fucking game. I'm sorry. Like, I don't care about the immersion of it. Like, let me buy it once, right? And then I go into the catalog menu, have a tab for if I want to make duplicates, I can buy the duplicates through the menu instead of having to fly back out over to Arathi Highlands or Hinterlands or wherever it is. Or, like, Twilight Highlands, every single time I want to buy the item.
Go to fucking IKEA.
Yeah, exactly. You get my point.
I do get your point.
That's all I'm asking for.
That would be ideal. That would be fantastic.
That is something that Blizz should actually listen to. So, let me get this straight. Only because I don't have access to housing. If you want, like, a night elf lamp, or like a Draenei lamp, you got to go to the Draenei plot place and find that vendor, even if that's not where your house is. Or am I wrong?
Well, they do have within the neighborhoods, they have what they call a smuggler type vendor that has all the things from the opposite factions, like, base thing that you can buy from. So that's covered, I want to say.
I have a couple other things I want to say about the construction system. Plumber is geniuses, and they added the button to duplicate whatever piece you're mousing over. It'll duplicate it. Plumber, if you're listening, I don't know if you are. Yes, great add-on, by the way. It's a great automation add-on that you can automate a lot of the annoying processes out of your life, basically.
Just spelled like the word, like the profession, plumber.
Yep. That's great add-on. Great. It's great for remix too. But anyway, I digress. So the point I'm trying to get at they have a thing. So we know when you place a cobblestone, you have to manually click each time normally, right? To go from the catalog to where you want to place it. Plumber put the interaction where there's a hotkey. You press the hotkey, whatever you've moused over or whatever you're like selecting, it'll duplicate it. But it doesn't duplicate the scale, the rotation, and the other properties from when you placed it. It just puts it as if it's fresh. I'm telling Blizzard, hey, do that and go. Hey, I'm saying, hey, go do that. Add the duplicate function into the game, but also keep the rotation and the angle that you have it at already. And that is going to exponentially allow people to generate content and housing in this game. And it's going to make things possible. It's going to allow people to be more creative and like actually not get burnt out on their creativity juices when they're going to do that stuff, okay? And people are going to be like to try a lot more different things a lot more quickly. That's all I'm trying to get at. Thank you. I'm jumping off my soapbox now, and I'm gonna join the rest of the critters in the ground and sewers. Okay, doing Johnny Warlock things. Okay.
Look, you need to go you need to take one cobblestone at a time and pick it up and go build a fucking sidewalk and walk yourself out of here. No, I'm just kidding. That was fucking rude. Sorry.
I can do that in real life. I don't need to do that in the game.
No, I was kidding. No, I forget you take things seriously. I'm a fucking bitch. I'm sorry. You know I'm kidding, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
He was kidding in his response.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, 100.
So also, you're a fucking dwarf, so you jump off that soapbox, and you better be careful. You might break an ankle, because the box is taller than you. You know what? Shut up. I'm bad at jokes, okay?
What you do, Willie?
I also was fucking around with housing because I got pre-ordered. Coming back to that in a little bit here. That is all I did was housing. Because, like, no, not all I did. I decided to take an honest run at Kai'Veza, take my first actual pulls. And Jesus, that fight is hard on double question mark. Just holy crap. Those, there are two of the mechanics. One, I forget the name of it, but it puts all these lines on the ground and you gotta avoid the lines, right? Cool, nice and simple. Goes real quick, it's real fast, and it updates a lot. Kind of difficult, but I can handle it. The one that's hard, that everybody who does Kai'Veza already knows, is fucking, is it Dark Massacre? Is that what it's called? Where her, like, little shadowy...
The clones.
The clones, yeah. Her butt clones, like,
yes,
show up and run.
Kai'Veza's butt clones, yep.
Yeah. So there's, like, I think 5 of them total each pulse.
It's
of that,
horrible.
That, like, you have to look directly at them or they'll one-shot you. And they keep spawning in random spots, which is the mechanic. That's fine. But you got to remember what order, because they also spawn really quickly, too. It's hard, man. I haven't even gotten to the mix them up, put the ball under the cup type section of the fight yet. My best pull is 92%. It's crazy. And I'm not terrible at Warlock either. So, anyway, outside of that, yes, I was just fucking around with housing. And, oh my god, I've been so sick lately. Sorry, my head swam a little bit. So, I got my house, right? I already mentioned I'm a void elf, so alliance, ugh. But my guild is horde, so my neighborhood is horde. So my house looks like an orc's house. But I managed to make it work for me. Outside, I've got, nothing special. A gazebo looking at a fountain and some foliage. Inside, it took me longer than I'd care to admit to figure out how to change the wall look and the floor and ceiling. But once I did, I started making everything look all silver moon inside, and it is nice. I've got some exciting things in my house. I've got secret bedroom. I've got a 420 weed lounge, and I made a fucking bong with all the things in there. I took like a cushion and a lamp and open night elf barrels and shrunk them way down, and it looks like a bong. It's fantastic.
I saw you playing Bong Rip today also.
I was playing Bong Rip.
And it's really funny because it says Bong Rip. I forgot that when you write your character's name, you can capitalize, so it could have said Bon Grip. You could have done that. I didn't realize that. You could have put a capital G or a capital R and made it much, or like whatever, Bon Grip. I think I saw like someone else's character like just today running around with like a mix of capitals and not. I don't know if I'm true. Oh my god, I might be fucking tripping. Anyway, I saw you playing Bong Rip. It was funny.
You know what you might have encountered is somebody running around with that Anub title because it's plunked right up to their name. So like, let's say their name was like Jerry.
I think it was
their name's Jerry.
Jerry Anub,
apostrophe Jerry.
Yeah, it might have been something like that. It was something. Yeah. Okay. I don't know.
Fuck you, Jerry.
And a noob. Yeah. Don't call him a noob. Roblox is too hard. What else did you do?
Oh my.
Okay, so in my 420 weed lounge, I wrote 420 on the wall in planks and put it in Discord. And Gershom's like, "Did you just write your name backwards?" I was like, "What?" And she's like, "It says Josh." I'm like, "It says 420. Funny shit.
You literally have to go to the Discord and see this. As soon as I looked at it, I'm like, that's totally 420. I'm like, why was I so fucking high that it looked like Josh backwards, but like you hadn't finished the H? Bro, I was looking at this and I'm like, this is weird. What am I looking at? So then I went in Discord and I thought it said 420. It's the dumbest shit.
I also put a TV on the wall in there, so I just took a painting, and there is this like special kind of doormat or whatever that I forget what it's called, but I turned it over so the blank side was out and put it in the frame of the painting so it looks like a blank TV, and made a remote for it with a coffin lid and some overturned apple and banana platters dyed red. There's a lot of shit you can do with this. I was telling Johnny that every warlock needs to have a secret warlock room, and he hard agreed and already had his made, so you know, true warlocks. Also, in order to qualify as true warlocks, you have to tell the rest of the raid to go and fuck themselves when they ask you for summons and nobody was clicking on it before.
Yes.
That's how it works.
Yes. Yeah, that's how it works.
Can I get a third click? No one responds. Can I get a third click?
Dude, every fucking raid night, dude. Every fucking time, dude.
And then they're like, "Where's my health stones?" And then they don't use the health stones.
No, the worst is when you've already dropped the health stones, but because no one helped you to summon,
then it despawns.
Yes.
Hey, can we get cookies? God damn it.
Dude, my blood boils every time. It's like...
And this is why we as warlocks have a reputation among the WoW community of being actual bastards. It's because we deal with this.
Yes. All the time. Non-stop.
Although there have been times that I've forgotten to put out health stones, or forgot to put my gate down as per specific strats we were following. Anyway, I distracted myself. So, secret warlock room is what I've got in there. And if you go in there, I decided to be a little cheeky. I have one of the Legion remix items. It's this like cage, like hanging from a chain. So I put that in there, and I don't know where I got it. I had a plushy like elephant or something like that, an Elec plushie, and I put that in the cage. So I just have an imprisoned Elec plushie in my secret warlock room.
Oh, that reminds me of that little one that you follow around the delve. And he's like, "I'm gonna show you my true form." Remember that guy, Alec the Elec? Remember that man?
That might be where I got this item.
Maybe he does, because I feel like I have the pink Elec plushie. Or I was gonna say maybe a Darkmoon Fair, or is it a Brewfest thing? Because you fight them in the... I don't know. That's so weird.
Well, the plushie isn't pink.
Though. Oh, it's
plushie's
just a
blue.
regular Elec. Okay. Oh, it looks like the ones that dropped outside the Dalaran crash site. How sad. Maybe that's where you got it. I don't know.
Maybe that's where I got it. I don't know. I was feverish while I was playing, so I saw it and I was like, "Is that
I know, like,
Phanpy, the Pokemon?"
Later. Does that say Josh backwards? The fuck?
Yeah.
Goddamn. You were like fever dreaming and I was just stoned. Johnny, help us.
Oh no.
Johnny hates us. No, I'm just kidding.
All I remember from last week is I was drinking and she was stoned, and I don't know what happened after that. It was kind of a fever dream.
And you both seemed to think that you gave me more work to deal with than you actually did.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad that we didn't. That's good. That's a sign that we can somehow hold our shit together, even when we don't have our shit together.
I mean, I always edit the long way when I'm not on the episode. And what I mean by the long way is I like sit there and listen to the episode while I go. Technically,
Yeah.
I should be doing that every time so I can get rid of all the ums and thes and buts. But it's not a professional fucking production. All right.
Yeah,
This
there's no checks cashed here. What are you
is
talking
the
about?
garage band of podcasts.
Yeah. What are we talking about here?
So
What is it?
what I then end up doing is going where any problem spots like that I thought we had and go in there and clean that up. Or I look at the front, line everything up, look at the end, line everything up, get the balancing and the volume right. This is boring information I'm not giving. You know what? I found my vape. I may or may not have found my vape.
Oh,
He said he found his vape. I love it. I found.
And I really shouldn't too, because I'm sick.
You should be
is it,
careful with that.
is it teabag time?
Yeah. I can do it if you want, Willie. Are you sick?
We didn't
Oh.
ask Gershom what she did.
Oh
in
yeah,
the
Gershom. What you?
sleep.
Yeah, what did Gershom do?
I was so excited for the goddamn teabag race. Holy shit.
I got mixed up with pre-production. There, my
Wait.
bad.
No, because I thought Willie said he wanted to do it first. I don't know, but
I thought Willie was telling us that. He was in the middle of telling us.
Oh, what?
okay. Nothing. Never
Wait,
mind.
what you-
I wasn't listening
what you-
for
what
a
you-
second there.
What you did well this week, man?
I just told you.
Yeah,
I know.
and then-
Now it's Grish's turn.
Yeah, no, I got confused. I was confused. I thought we were gonna do the teabag time. So fucking professional. I love this. I love that. I love that I just bought this pineapple express weed. You guys, actually, the kind it says.
Want to see how why my butthole goes?
No, Ben, bad Ben, sit down. I feel like Brian with the newspaper. No.
Is that Ben's longest lasting legacy on this show? Is that sound clip? And I'm sure he wouldn't have it any other way.
Other than that, and hosting my drunk ass for 2 days in Austin. He should get like something for his house for that. He should get like a special award.
Something that isn't 11 pizzas.
Yeah,
Oh,
delivered to
boy.
his wife in the middle of the night.
Oh,
Nicole.
man.
Oh no. Okay,
And we
what did I?
didn't get pizza.
We didn't. Me and him did. You had to finish shitting yourself and puking at the same time. From the
It was awful.
yeah.
I mean, if he's
may
not
have
doing
been
that, what is he
having-
doing then?
Right. What else? What is life
It
for? I
might
mean,
be the flu that I've had the last couple days, and it still hasn't been as unpleasant as whatever the hell hit me in Chicago.
oh boy, food poisoning is no fun. Especially, I've gotten it before traveling. I've gotten like traveling food. Like I did eat some bad mayo or something on a sandwich, bro. It's not fun.
Ate some bad sausages. Yes, some bad
Hey,
sausages. Yeah.
All right. What I doing well? I did things. So when we parted ways last time, I went back real fast and I finished my November trading post. I got like some of the mugs and stuff and whatever. Like I'm always buying them out, so over there, so whatever. And then it was time to go back to Gershom. Like I've been very, very excited. I think I had mentioned before I missed Gershom. So I immediately put on an old Legion outfit that I have from like Legion, like Yum. It looks really cool. I posted it in the Discord on my socials and stuff, but it's like green. And I actually had waited to use my recolor class hall mount. I never used it on, except to see how it looked. I never used it on Biden, Hunter Biden. It's my Legion remix, man. Because I was getting so much new gear constantly that like the pace of mogging, I'm like, bro, I'm not doing this. I'm just wearing what I have and running through here doing these LFRs. No one gives a shit. So I saved them out for Gershom, and I gotta say he looks mighty dapper. Looks very nice. So I like that. And it was nice to, you know, go back. I feel like, and I know this is not the case for everybody, but for some reason, maybe I'm just a simp for WoW, but I feel like every time I go back to something that we haven't done in a while, I almost seem like ready to go there. Like Blizz almost seems to be like anticipating that I miss it. And I can use Shadowlands as a, no, I'm serious. I can use Shadowlands as a direct example of this. Like we started this podcast as Shadowlands, me, Wooly, and Ben. And then, you know, Shadowlands and all this. And then we were like, oh, we're tired of Shadowlands. We hated it. We hated the original Covenants and all these things we didn't like and whatever. And then we hated it. And then I was like, well, why do I kind of miss it? And then I was like, I really miss the aesthetic. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, I miss the music too. And then all of a sudden it's this giant snowball of like, okay, collectively, well, it's been 2 years. We kind of miss Shadowlands. It's like on a 2-year cycle, I guess, because going back, go ahead. Sorry, I heard you said you wanted to say something.
All I was going to say is I will never miss that gameplay. It'll always be the theme. That's what I'll say.
No, I 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
I would even say that about Legion. That's on a different, I'll wrap up with that, but that's a good point, and I'll put a pin in that. So going back felt like right on time. So I went and I seen Verisa, and I was kind of like, you know, her whole, I should have come here sooner. I kind of started having this shower thought about like, how long until this girl cracks? Literally, like, she raised her sister's kid because her sister's like crazy, and then her other sister is crazy. I mean, we don't like, her parents were killed by orcs, like her husband's dead. At least the two of them have their mates. Like Illyria's running away from her husband on purpose because she's emotionally devoid of fucking anything, any capability of like feeling anything except maybe for Eretor for some reason. And then it's like, I don't know, like, I just feel like akin with her loneliness. Like, you got these psycho sisters running around being psycho and stupid and alone on purpose, and Verisa has no choice. She didn't want to be alone. She didn't ask Ronan to get killed. I mean, I don't mean to wax poetic here, but between the Windrunners, honestly, it might be her turn. And I've been quoted on this show before as saying, don't make it another Windrunner sister, but for God's sake, if it's gonna be one, make it fucking Verisa. I know it's going to be all three of them or whatever, but let's give Verisa a minute. Because after all this shit with Illyria and Sylvanas, I think we deserve it. So.
Or at the very least, maybe stop writing her as the optimist. Because they've been doing
that's what
that.
I mean. Like,
And,
is she gonna snap? Like, not a heel turn. I can't see Verisa having a heel turn, but I could see her having a justifiable crash out. 100%. PTSD is real, and she's got it. Like, she has to. I don't know.
Even in the fucking Eretor quest line, she's like, oh shit, Zalatath's coming back? I mean, I'm sure we'll defeat her with the powers of friendship and jizz.
Friendship
no,
and
but
jizz.
she kind of has some snarky lines, though, where she's like, oh, that's funny. Maybe Illyria can, you know, get off her high horse and come thank me in person or some shit. So, like, she definitely is not happy about all this at all.
She needs to be bitchier. She
does,
to be
and she
bitchy.
deserves it. Yeah, like I said, not a heel turn, but a justifiable crash out is Verisa's due. I'm sorry, but let me move on. Oh, okay, sorry, Johnny.
No. I was just gonna say, if it's not a bear episode, I don't want it.
The bear episode?
Yeah, like the show The Bear.
Oh, I never watched that show. I want to though.
Is that the one about the restaurant?
It's the restaurant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
is it in Chicago?
Not a big fan of that show.
Oh, why did I think?
Yeah, I was a huge fan of that show. That was like one of my favorite shows for.
It got
ages.
really good reviews. I'm not a big TV kid, but let me see.
My wife likes it.
I was only saying it because it's like the crash outs in that show are real. You know what I mean? That was what that show great. You know.
Yeah, like that emotional
just
vulnerability. Yeah, no, for sure. She needs it, though. I think she could use a little rewriting, I guess would be the sum of that conversation.
Watch, they'll try and then end up with something funnier instead, more akin to a Dennis Reynolds crash out.
You know what? You're probably right. That's.
You sounded so sad. You're like, oh. It's It's like wanting to go live on a magical island with no rules and no money, and then you realize the whole place is populated by like fucking carnivorous gremlins, and they didn't tell you that till you got there. Some shit. You're like, oh, that sounds cool. Oh, there's a catch. Yeah.
I have a feeling, though, that by the end of midnight, at least, if not, then by the end of the last Titan, we're going to be so goddamn done with the Windrunner family and never want to see any of them again.
That's another thing, though. Like, I know I mentioned earlier, like, oh, they always seem to hit the right note on this cycle where at least a good portion of the community is ready for that part of the story again, or ready for that, to revisit that trope. I was fucking so done with the Windrunners in Shadowlands. And now I'm like, okay. Like, I want to keep talking about other Windrunner stuff, though, because there's other Windrunner stuff. Verisa, she needs to go have a cry.
I do like, speaking of, like, nostalgia for Windrunner sisters or whatever, I do like that during the Erator questline, when you go to the Maw and you're talking to Sylvanas, she basically says the equivalent of, yeah, my soul's put back together, but I'm still a bitch. What is that beeping?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm going to check
What
my
the
headphones.
fuck was that?
You were fine before.
That was weird. That was weird.
Yeah, bro, my headphones are like 80%. I don't know what that was.
I don't
I thought
think
that was you,
came
bro.
from-
I don't know where it was. No.
I don't know what the fuck that...
Or bugs.
I'm gonna be really scared if that's not in the final recording anywhere.
Oh, no. That'd be scarier.
Okay,
The
so
plan
just
in
in
it.
case that doesn't end up in the final recording, you guys, we just heard a series of beeps.
Yeah.
And
They're
I
after
had
us, man.
just said something about Sylvanas still being a bitch. So I'm thinking
I thought you were bleeping out the word
Sims
bitch, and I
are
was like,
getting me.
why?
I
The
found my
Sims are
vape,
coming.
so I was wondering the same thing.
The Sims are coming.
Okay.
The Sims are coming. Okay, no.
Stems are coming.
Shut up.
Oh, shit.
I'm about to start simping, but first, I jumped over. I watched a little video on housing. I'm really looking forward to this. I know you guys have a lot more to speak on this subject, and I'm just kind of sticking my toes in. I'm really more of a hands-on person, so I'm kind of like a little. I know what I'm gonna do. I think what I've been waffling around a little bit with is what sort of like style of house I want to have, and I found myself sort of wishing like a design that I wish, like wishing what I wish they had, repetition. But I want a fucking like eco dome eventually. Like I want to be able to go to like somewhere that it looks like an eco dome, dude. I just fucking let me listen. I need to call Boomy. I know he's our new like super part-time co-host and mascot, but listen, I need that cage that I left at your house. Because I know you brought back my duct tape and my chair and my rope and stuff, but I left my cage. It's not the one that you gave to Wooly that he put the Elec in, that he put in his house. This is a big one because you showed me how a whole person could fit in it, remember? Okay, I need you to bring that back to me because I'm going to go to my Ecodome house and then I'm going to get pronounced Troll and Waifari, and it's going to be great. I'm going to take the cage and we're going to be
Waifari,
married.
right?
Yeah, Waifuari,
Yeah.
Waifari, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you'll have to. You're gonna kidnap them, right? Venari will just be your plaything. Is that what's gonna happen now?
Sure. Yep, that'll be the dynamic.
Rip.
Maybe we could both try and see who fits in the cage better. I don't know. I'm just saying. You never know.
But you also have to remember there's multiple types of cages. Are you gonna have spikes? Are you gonna go with like what type of cage? Like
Oh, I don't want to traumatize her. I don't want the spikes one because I feel like that would. Did you guys notice when we went back to the Maw with Erator? I was so fully ready to take a screenshot and be like, "Oh, look, it's where we first met." She's gone. She did not go back with you. She was like, "Bitch, I'm out of this. Fuck this." Like she left. She was like, "Good luck with that." And I thought she was gonna come with us. She didn't come. She was like, "Nope."
I never went to look. But that does remind me of something I forgot I needed to complain about. So, mounted riding in the Maw should be fucking account-wide, because I never got it on what is now Bong Rip, because I was playing a completely different character at that time. So that character can ride around in the Maw on a mount, But I can't
Wait,
in
really?
this fucking quest line years after anybody gave a shit about the mall.
Shut up.
Yeah,
That
you can
needs
mount
to
in the
be fixed
mall?
immediately. Yeah, well, they made it so you could. You can't fly, but you can ground mount. That was
You
way
had
back
to,
in
like,
Oh, the ground
Shadowlands.
mount, ground mount.
Yeah, but it's not. Apparently, this isn't Warbound, so you had to do it because I remember in Shadowlands you had to do it on all your
Wait, did I
characters.
say
Or like,
Oh.
no, because you had to do the skip. There was like a skip, and then
There was a skip.
finally, because
yes,
it took
yes.
forever because the whole community was like, why, if you have any amount of alts, this is a 45-minute fucking campaign like 10 times. It was ridiculous. But I don't know what happened with that. I don't remember when they started letting you mount. Originally there was that your mount does not hear you when you're in the mall or something like that.
It was a story unlock, I think, with core.
Yeah, so wow, but it should be Warbound. That seems shocking that it's not. I hope that that's not the case, but maybe after we record you can go double check because that seems weird.
Oh, it's not. It's not.
You check-
It's
wow.
an individual character thing.
Huh.
Oh.
That sucks, bro.
And, like,
Ian,
It sucked
Ian.
enough even at the time. Now,
Yeah.
when it's no longer
Oh, fuck,
relevant
and, like,
content,
Yeah. Oh, that is
So, yeah.
bogus.
I had to do that entire section with Erator's quest line in the maw without
On
fucking...
foot. No, taking it back to the old school. That's
Yep.
an awful lot of shoe, Wooly.
Yep.
Woo. Well, I went back to the Ma too on Gershom.
Here and there,
and-
there were those, like, weird bear things you can click on, though, so that helped.
Oh yeah, those bears are cool. The gore.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Or there's the dogs too. There's like the little robot dogs. You can like click on
dogs
them.
is what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
they run around.
They
I
just
like
use
those guys.
the bear mount animation.
Yeah, they do. They run like with their fours like bears. So yeah, so I went to the Ma and I went down there with Erator. You know, Venari didn't come. She said, fuck that. And of course, Illyria can't be bothered because she's got to sit there and hang out and wait for Xalatath to come make out with her or something. I don't know. Anyways, I thought it was interesting. So I go down there. I think I just kind of want to go through like my thought process a little bit. So like immediately I wanted to feel soft for her, you know, but I'm like, I always kind of liked her. There were things I always liked about Sylvanas. I never hated her. And I have mentioned before that, especially since reading the book and stuff, I do have like a different way of understanding her and looking at her. So let me be clear. I do not hate Sylvanas. I'm starting to wonder if I even dislike her because I felt myself feeling like soft for her. And I guess I'd use the example of like, we'll move on from this, but she frees like a Tauren soul. And like, he's like, please, this has got to end. The Horde needs me and the Horde is gonna fail or something. And she goes, the Horde will stand. It always has and always will or something like that. And he goes, thank you, thanks. You know, that helps. And he takes off. And Erator tells her, he's like, I didn't figure you for like such a loyalist or something like that. And she says, I told him what he needed to hear. And she says it in that very edgy Sylvanas voice. But she kind of keeps going back and forth between that edginess, like, oh, this is what I am here to do. She even sends him away. She's like, get out of here, nephew. You'll go be the Windrunner. Fuck that. Fuck you and whatever. And then she's like, champion, I need to actually tell you that I have emotions and that I give a fuck. And then she does the whole fucking song thing. Bro, I was like ugly crying that shit. I was like, I heard the dong, like I just heard the string of the heart. By the way, that's the song in my garrison still in Draenor. Like if you go to my garrison, that's still this song. Back in Classic, I remember being in Undercity and people would get in the chat and be like, come to the throne room. She's going to sing the song. Someone's going to turn in the quest. You know, when you way back in Classic or TBC, you would get the necklace piece, the pieces, the 3 pieces in like Eastern Plaguelands and whatever, Tearsfall Glades and all that. And you end up getting these 3 necklace pieces that belong to the 3 of them. And you go to Sylvanas, who's the Banshee Queen already, and she puts them together and she's like, oh, that was another lifetime ago. And then she sings the song, but it's like in the game. And people wanted to hear this song so bad. This is like before Silvermoon was built. You couldn't hear this song. You hear like by excitement level, people would get in the chat and be like, we want to hear this song. So anyway, when she like, boom, that one heartstring went off, that harp string went off.
Yeah.
And I was just like, she's gonna sing the fucking song, bro. And I was about it. I was crying. I was like, if she's lying or faking, like, if she gonna get a redemption arc, I don't know, that's a whole discussion. But if she's lying and faking to the point of like malignant sociopathic narcissism, I will never fucking forgive Blizzard, because I really feel like I could get on with this, and I'm at least curious to see what happens. I do not dislike her. I'm kind of craving a redemption for her a little bit, so we'll see where I stand on that later. And so that was that. Like, you finished. I know Johnny said you forgot. Johnny, you said you forgot to go to Varisa and like finish
Yes.
or something. Okay, so it's so fucking funny.
You didn't finish on Varisa? You left her with fucking blue balls?
Yeah, I did.
Damn. Didn't her husband get blown up by a big blue ball or some shit? Anyways.
I don't know.
No, it was a
finished the
goblet. It was
whole-
a goblet. It was a mana bomb. It wasn't a blue ball.
Oh, yeah, the mana bomb. The Thermore, yeah.
Yeah. So, when you go turn that in, she has like a little couple lines with Erator, and then basically they walk off and leave you. Like, okay, the campaign, that's it. So she goes, we should return, and she says, Kel Thalos. I promise you, I only heard this once, and this is where I'm such a stoner, and I always said Quell Thalos. So she says Kel Thalos. I don't know what's up with that. I'm being like...
I thought it was Quell with a key.
I swear, unless I'm mishearing. I can go back and do it on another character. I just thought it was funny.
No, not like the voice line, but like the correct way to do it.
Yeah, like, but I swear in the game I heard her say Kel'Thalas, which I could be wrong. But anyways, and so that was it. So she went off to Kel'Thalas with her winner runner nephew. And then so I went on to my Shadowlands time walking. There was a lot to do this week, guys. I'm almost done. So like finally I got to go back to Gershom, and like every weekly quest was up. So I had to do all those. 6 Koreshi world quests. I haven't finished those. I gotta do those right now. I finished my time walking Shadowlands, and I know we're kind of like on the trope here, like, oh, didn't know how I was gonna feel about Shadowlands or whatever, and I didn't know how the dungeons were gonna go. It was fucking awesome. The first one I pulled was a Sanguine Depths. Remember Sanguine Depths? There's all kinds of blood, and they're sucking out of you, and there's vampires and stuff. I don't know. That's what they all do, right?
Hot.
Anyways, it did hot, and it and it, it kind of made me think of the DNR guys, because that was like the first mythic I had ever done, and it was with Slide and Immune. I think maybe Aaron was there. I'm not sure. But it was just fun. It was fun to see General Dr. Avon, General Draven. They used to joke around and call him General Dr. Avon. So that was kind of fun to go back and do that. So I did those 5. As a reminder to the swingaz too, if you haven't seen or you haven't had an opportunity to go to the new time walking vendor in Ouroboros for when Shadowlands is current, he now sells for the same low price of 5,000 time walking tendies or whatever they're called, the old Turbulent Time Waves mounts. So there's 3 of them. There's the Sandy Shale Wing, and there's like a couple more. I didn't write this down, but there is 3. This is like the 4th Turbulent Time Wave we're on. All the previous 3 ones are now purchasable from the time walking vendor. So I thought that was cool, and they're the same price, they're the same color. It's literally, you didn't miss anything. So now you can just have those mounts too. My God, what the fuck else? And then I was just like doing world quest, because I got some Paragon chests. I was like really close to getting some Paragon chests, which I really, really wanted, because frankly, I just spent the past year paying for subs with WoW tokens. So this bitch needs to go out on the playground and make some motherfucking money. I don't know. That's a Butters reference, but it's a little bit. It's deep. Wally, have you seen that episode of South Park where Butters starts pimping the girls?
Bitch, don't you think you should be making some real fucking money? Yeah.
Dude, that's my girlfriend. Yeah, okay, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Bitch, you should be out on the playground making some motherfucking money. Yeah, so that's what I needed to do. So I did that, and that was my weekend. Wow, it was a fucking lot. And I really feel like, I hate to steal this line, Immune, I'm so sorry, but we are so back, baby. It feels so good. I am loving this game right now. I am 11 out of 10. I loved the intro quest. I'm balls deep. I'm ready for midnight. I'm excited for housing. I'm excited. I feel like I can only go up from here. This is gonna be a fucking blast.
Hell yeah. I agree. We're in a good place with the game, I think.
It's exciting. Like I feel excited when I sit down. I'm excited to like, yo, what the fuck is gonna happen? So the boredom of like Lemix totally over. Anyways, go ahead. I'm sorry. I talked a lot.
I was just gonna say we're gonna move on ahead to Teabag Time. Here we go.
I am restless.
Teabag Time.
All right, Teabag Time is the section of the show where when people give us some kind of feedback of any kind, we read it out loud, thereby teabagging them. This week, I don't even know what to say about this. This is Calcas, who is awesome. I don't know if I said that right or not, but decided he wanted to give me fucking midnight pre-order. But I didn't know that he was doing that, and I had already bought it. So like, it's a whole thing. I'm working with him on it. But that's so freaking generous. Just thank you so much, man.
We truly have some of the greatest listeners. I mean, there was that time last year I was sick. Dave bought me like 2 months of fucking game time, you know?
Y'all
talking
fucking rock.
Talking about solo queue Dave like we're friends over at Dave's house yesterday. Like, what the fuck? Internet
Dave's
friends.
not here, man.
I know, right?
How many people do you think will actually get that reference?
Us, maybe. I don't
Exactly.
know. Fuck them.
But, so, it's not just for a shout out that I'm bringing up Calcas and his generosity. It's that he included a little message with it. He said, "Happy Feast of Winter Veil. I've been listening to the show for a few years. Yinz bring me a lot of joy, so I thought this might bring you joy." And yes, it does. I also didn't know what the fuck Yinz meant, and I had to look that up. It's apparently like a Philadelphia way of saying y'all, apparently, according to Google. I don't know if he's even from Philadelphia, but yeah, I
didn't know either. Shout out Calcas, though. That is incredibly generous. Yeah,
it's partially my fault because like it was supposed to be a surprise for Wooly, and I was like, I don't know how to.
You were too excited.
Well, I didn't know. Well, I didn't know.
You didn't know what it was.
And I didn't want to directly ask him because if I directly ask him, it kind of ruins the surprise. So it's kind of like a weird catch-22.
I know. You kind of had to tell like Wooly, you're like, go check the email, but no reason. Like, no, I get it. Like, it's like when you're trying to tell someone that you're throwing a surprise party for, they gotta be home from work and they can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
And they're like, why? And you're like,
I was
no
so
reason.
excited.
Just want to hang out with you the same that we do every day, but you gotta be home right at 5. Like, okay. Like, what the fuck?
Or you don't ask, and then they get a phone call, and you're like, "Bitch, why you at Wendy's?" And they're like, "The fuck? Were you looking at my location?"
That sounds terrifying.
Too far with that. I might have gone a little too far. But yes, thank you, Calcas. You are fucking awesome. That's not our usual method of receiving feedback, but it was heartwarming and so generous all the same.
Yeah.
So, Johnny would like to sing you a Christmas carol.
We wish you a Merry Ballsmas. We wish
okay,
you
no more, otherwher we have to pay for the song.
Happy Feast of Winter Veil.
Simpsons reference.
I'm a nice
guy. I'm a hell of a guy. All right, stop. Any more and we have to pay for the song.
That is like every podcaster now. They want to like play songs and we can't.
We're not a monetized show. We do what the fuck we want.
All right. Well, anyway. Hey, Ballsmas, that's not copyrighted. It should be.
Merry Ballsmas, everybody. Anyway, if you have feedback you would like to have us read on the show and teabag you in so doing, send us an email, thrallsballspodcast@gmail.com. You can also drop that on Discord. We have a special reviews channel. You can find our Discord by going to thrallsballs.com. Yes. How did I mess? Oh, that's right. I remember what we were talking about now. Okay. Something, and I was confused, and now I'm being more confused because I'm not sure how to reference what I'm talking about. So ignore that I just said anything and let's move on to the mixed drink of the week.
Fuck yeah!
Fuck yeah.
It's time for
Fuck
the
yeah.
mixed drink of the week. Fuck yeah!
It's the mixed drink of the week, and before we get into it, I'm just gonna tell everybody, including these guys here, that after we're done with mixed drink of the week, I need to go lay the fuck down because I'm starting to get sicky again. We talked about this before the show, so I'm not throwing them a curveball. They knew this might happen. Anyway. Before we get into the mixed drink of the week, I just want to remind everybody to please only partake of the mixed drink of the week, or any substance for that matter, if you're of legal age or legal whatever to do so. Furthermore, we're not responsible for any stupid shit that may befall you as a result of your own stupid shit. So, we have been going through the various Hearthstone items in the game and making shots out of them. Just shots. In some cases, those shots could be a mixed drink if you scaled them up, but whatever. We're on shots. This week, Johnny is up, and he is bringing us the Dominated Hearthstone, as so decided.
The wheel
I got
decided.
distracted. Yeah, no, I got distracted looking at host chat. I'm gonna ask you now what you're saying there.
I was just saying get the MAK'GORA button ready because I want to challenge Johnny on history for
Ooh.
next week when you announce it.
Oh, okay. Well,
Cut that out.
I am fucking awesome at my job here. I'm
You're
sorry,
sexy.
I made you
Well,
peel
let's do
back
the drink and
curtain.
then you need to go lay down. Like,
Right, I do.
Yeah. No, I thought it was like
anyway,
pretty simple when I wrote that down. I was like, no, okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the button either. Just get out of here. Go to bed. We'll do the drink.
No, I want to do.
Well, this is
No,
just,
no,
yeah,
no,
guess
no,
first.
Okay,
no,
so-
him
okay, so-
do it. Guess it, not leave.
Oh.
Sorry. No, I
I'm
would kick you out of
confused.
your own fucking show.
I also found my vape, remember? So, you know, this is on
God.
me. Anyway, Johnny is doing the Dominated Hearthstone, as so decided by the wheel, all right? So, how the Dominated Hearthstone looks is your character does a kind of generic casting animation, and there's white glowy swirls swirling around their hands, right? And in front of you is showing up this like ovular gray torghast-ass portal just kind of swirling a life to whisk you away. So I'm thinking the shot has some kind of steel reserve. No, not steel reserve.
Oh, that will
Mm.
dominate your life for 2 days after you drink one.
You know what? Half the shot is steel reserve, and you filled it in with... Fuck, I don't know. Thinking is hard, so I'm gonna say vodka. Okay, that's it.
That sounds like
Gershom, what's your
college.
guess?
Okay. I didn't really have like a good guess either. I was gonna go,
Well,
and I don't know why. Okay, wait, what?
Before you guess, here's a hint.
Yeah.
It is it tastes like a particular type of candy that not a lot of people eat anymore.
They don't make cock-flavored candy.
Yo, I was gonna say, I think there's a whole lot more of that going on than other things that get eaten in the bedroom, but my personal experience. Anyways, what's in the drink? Blah, 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 blah. See, I'm good at that. Coconut milk, butterscotch schnapps, and some regular whiskey on top. That shit will dominate you, I guess. I don't know.
All right. Well, Johnny, how close or not close are we?
Not close at all, but I do like where you guys went with the drinks. It's actually a half shot of, it's actually a light drink this time. Okay. It's not a lot of alcohol at all, very little. It's just a half shot of coffee liqueur and a half shot of root beer, real root beer. Not that fake bullshit. I went and got myself some real IBC root beer. It's my personal favorite brand. And then I went and got a dash of chocolate bitters. And it tastes like a Tootsie Roll Pop. And
Okay, you're towing the line here between shot and mixed drink, but I'll allow it.
It's a shot. Okay.
Yeah.
It's done in a shot glass. I have a shot in front of me. It's not like in a glass of ice or anything like that.
You know, you're right, because my immediate thought was scaling it up to a drink size, and I'm like, that's like half your entire drink being liqueur then. So I'm walking back what
That sounded really sweet and thick. It sounds like it may be a much better shot than a drink.
It does sound tasty.
It's like,
though.
it sounds cloying
Yeah.
and tasty, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone makes fun of me because I still eat and enjoy Tootsie Roll Pops, like the little midgies, like little tiny ones. My kids are like, those are
grandmas
gross.
love those.
Yeah, I know
Maybe
it's
they
an old lady thing.
Wrong.
You see why you said, why when you said a candy that people don't eat anymore, I went with the butterscotch though, because I was like, old lady candy.
Yeah.
That's where I was going with
My
that one.
girlfriend loves butterscotch. Just to
I
me,
like them
that's
too.
like,
I like them too. That's not an old lady candy neither to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Well.
My grandpa always had butterscotch discs. So
yeah,
like,
my grandma
fuck
always
yeah.
had Tootsie Rolls, so like that was always a thing growing up. Sweet tarts and Tootsie Rolls.
It's because older people get shaky easy. They get those low blood sugars easy. They always got like candy in their purse.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
as a
really
diabetic person, I've had this struggle for a long time. But I remember like grandparents on both sides are like, "Oh, I'm feeling shaky." Like they always need something to eat sooner than the average human.
But yeah,
I
that's
know my
the trick of the
grandpa
week.
had his specifically for us grandkids. But yeah, that sounds really good. Do you have it in front of you right now?
Yes, I do. I've been holding on. I chilled
Well,
the shot.
Gershom, shall we sync up and do this?
Yeah, before you
3,
go. All right.
2, 1. Over the
lips,
through
the
the gums.
gums.
Look out, asshole.
asshole.
That didn't line up very well.
Well, you sound really like you want to go to bed. You're like stuttering now, poor thing.
I'm a little out of it, yeah.
Okay.
So that sounds really good. I'm gonna want to make one of those eventually. I don't have
It's a
any
great
of those
drink.
items in my house right now, but
It's a great thing to have when you want a nightcap, but you're already drink too much, and you want something to settle your tummy because you ate pizza or you ate something really greasy. It's a nice way to kind of, almost like a digestif almost, where you can kind of cut through the acid a bit because it's got the qualia
right.
root, you know. And
Well,
but
you're gonna be
what's the
following
question?
that up 2 weeks in a row, though, just so you know, because next week you're up again.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
You were up
What-
from the wheel this
wait,
week.
Wait,
And next week
what's
you're
the
up in the rotation with the
Yeah,
Enlightened
shit.
Hearthstone.
the Enlightened Hearthstone? Let me look that up real quick.
Okay. While
you
you're
got a
looking
week.
that up,
I challenge MAK'GORA!
Ah!
Oh, shit.
Challenges MAK'GORA.
Ah!
So you are both preparing an Enlightened Hearthstone shot, and my ass better be here, because I gotta listen to both of them and decide who wins. If not, then maybe Boomy can, or, you know,
Craig!
not likely. But I'll be here. Alright, I am gonna go lay the fuck down and hand it over to you guys to do the rest of the show. I'm gonna keep the background music playing, so I'm also not leaving the Discord channel.
Uh,
Okay.
So, you know,
It's all babysit. It's fine. It'll be fine.
yeah.
It's all fine. It's all good in the neighborhood. Johnny, do you want to
Alright.
talk
Well,
about
I gotta hit the
the
bumper
news?
first, though.
Yeah.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
Time for WoW News, motherfuckers.
Housey and BFA. There's 2 new items for the BFA con, by the way. Gersh, you want to cover some new housing stuff for BFA?
I can cover some new housing stuff from BFA. So apparently there's 2 items. These are being called absurd to get. So we'll go over both of these. The first one is just a little weird. It's really expensive. It's called the Mother's Titanic Brazier. It's like, you know, a Titan brazier, but it's got like Titan light. It's not fire. It's a light source for your house. And it's what they're calling ridiculously expensive. It's 100,000 echoes of Nyalotha. So remember those guys? Go back to Horrific Visions, dust them extra fucking shoes off and go do that a lot. I remember a long time ago, I was like farming the backpack from there because that was like the first backpack we ever saw. And then we went to Dragonflight and they're like, oh, here's like 49 backpacks. People love those. And I'm like, cool, I don't even need the fucking backpack now. Anyway, so if you want to go put on your Horrific Visions boots, go back in there, farm yourself 100,000 Echoes of Ny'alotha, and you can get that unless you also want N'Zoth's Captured Eye. That'll cost you another 100,000 Echoes of Ny'alotha. This is cool, right? It's what it sounds like. It's an eye. It's Ny'alotha. It's the eye. It's orange. It's like inside some kind of glass or vase, and it's scary, maybe spiky. It's a little weird, purple, right? It looks like an eye of N'Zoth. So if you want both these things, you're going to need 200,000 Echoes of Ny'alotha to get this eye, though. You also need the BFA meta achievement of Farewell to Arms. There's a lot in there. I don't think I got this. I know there's like some Dungeons and Raid thing. If you forget where you're at on this, we have a link in the show notes for the Farewell to Arms achievement. We also put a link for the 2 items. There's like a Wowhead, a blue post about it. So what are you thinking about those, Johnny? Like, where are you at on those? Do you care that bad? Except fuck that. Hell no.
I'm like, I don't even want those.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Honestly, I feel like there's an extra 0 type. It looks like a typo. It looks like a typo. I don't know. They just wanted to make those randomly super hard to get, or they overestimated how much people were going to be doing Horrific Visions, maybe? Like, they overestimated how popular those were. But then again, maybe there's freaking people out there that they're still doing it every day. Like, I wonder if there's people still out there doing Horrific Vision, grinding to their heart's content because they like that content. I don't know. What do you think?
Different strokes for different folks. I mean, nobody could ever understand why I like some of the things I do, or like.
True.
I think everybody has a thing. I think, to be honest, that's always been one of my tried and true favorite things about WoW. There's always something to do, and it doesn't really matter like what you're into, and especially the way this game is going now. Bro, I used to play in Classic. It was like level your character, which took like 1,000 years to get to 60 anyways, and then fucking go to raid and sit around and wait for 40 people to join your raid, sit down in like Booty Bay and be in general chat trying to find 40 people to go to Zul'Gurub. Bro, like, you know? So that's like a lot of work and a lot of weird. So everyone does a thing, you know, I guess is the point of that analogy. So, I don't know. I don't think it's something I'm going to pursue. Like I had mentioned to you guys in production, I'm not even sure. I'm excited for I'm not sure how I'm around it, like do it. So you don't have to have this, you don't see it in my catalog and be like, oh my fucking god, come back to Visions now. I really don't like doing Horrific Visions though, because I only do the first like 2 or 3 bosses in Orgrimmar, and I don't like doing the Stormwind one at all. So I reduce my chances of farming greatly in there. I can't get around the Stormwind win. It pisses me off incessantly. And the Orgrimmar one's just kind of hard. So like I go in, I go up, I do the little troll area, and I do that guy, and then I swing back around, and I go up one side of the drag past the barbershop. This makes no sense to you because you're an alliance, but yeah, and then come back down to Thrall. And I just do the first 3 bosses. So I'm shooting myself in the foot with that. I don't think I'm gonna farm these. But moving on, also speaking on housing, I guess this just is a nice tie-in. There's been some concept art released for exteriors of player housing.
I am very excited.
Yeah, basically looking like a Silver Moon aesthetic, how this doesn't make sense. I mean, how could you say? So one of the pieces, I guess, in like a tooltip or something like that says Silver Moon Housing District. In the bottom corner, people are speculating that there may be like a Blood Up style neighborhood or like whatever they're called coming to the game as an alternative to Razorwind Shores, the Horde neighborhood. So interestingly, that'd be fun. Like a lot of this housing stuff to me is all very like nebulous, you know, still. It's like, I can't wait to see it. But would it be better to just have a part of Razorwind Shores expand to better fit a Blood Elf environment? What do you think the pros and cons are? Like, Johnny, what do you think about that? I can't really think of anything one way or the other. But
with the way they're talking about, like, you're able to port your house over, More neighborhoods, the better. I don't have a problem with this. I think this is a great idea. I'm waiting for my Black Rock Depths house area, Black Rock Mountain, or Syrian Gorge. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for my Iron Gorge.
Do they have a way for you to put like big dwarf faces on the outside of things, like how
I have not seen that
of,
yet.
like Blackrock, the old Blackrock gates where they had those scary, weird old dwarf faces?
I have not seen that yet, but I do have a mole machine on my front porch. So,
fuck yeah!
I made it right, and you can scale it too. So I made it real big. I have a giant mole machine on my just next to my house, just chilling.
You can just see you.
A giant Stonehenge.
You can just see you like sitting in the dark corner with like a gun, being like, "You like your eyeballs, buddy?" Like, fuck.
I don't know about all that, but I do.
Florida and shit. I know.
I do have.
You're just creaking the rocking chairs.
No, I'm in a pretty I'm in the Duskwood area in the Alliance neighborhood, so I have like a really creepy like wild hammer fountain with like a lot of Duskwood like foliage surrounding a giant fountain, and then I have like a Stonehenge like with like a patio deck facing the shore. Because I got plot 41. I went with the plot that's like right next to the water by where the dock is in the Duskwood area. So like that southernmost property there.
Oh, there's like a little like hut. Oh, I think I know.
Yeah, there's like there's a fucking pirate ship over there and all that. So that's where my house is, and that's where I eventually I'm hoping they expand as they increase the levels. That one of the leveling upgrades gives you more external housing. I'm not asking for a lot. I just want them to go from like 200 to maybe at the most 500 maybe. I'm not asking for a lot here. Like, I just don't know. But maybe, you know, if it's a full-on public neighborhood, if everyone has that, maybe that'll crash the servers. I don't know. Either that or just change the budget on some of the items, maybe. But anyway, let's continue with the news. Huge XP nerf coming up. The basically from 70 to 80, 80% reduction in the XP. About the level from 70 to 80. So if you've got alts, for example, apparently for 70 to 71, 73.95% nerf. And 79 to 80, 83.21. So you can take the average between those, between that number and then going from 70 all the way to 80. So it's going to be easy as shit. If you have a bunch of alts at 70 that you want to bump up to 80, and you haven't wanted to play them for a long time, this is the time to do it.
Even right now too, with like the Shadowlands, or not even the Shadowlands, like the Timeways. You walk into 5 of those motherfuckers, you're 80.
It might apply to remix too. It might apply to. So if you're looking alternate remix for those achievements to have those classes. Also, they announced season 1 for Midnight, and March 17th. So the expansion comes out the second. First season is on the 17th, and the way they're gonna do it, I think, is the best of both worlds. Essentially, you're gonna have the first 2 raids come out on normal, heroic, and LFR, and you're gonna have the wing one for the first raid, and the one boss raid is gonna have raid finder, normal, heroic. So we're gonna have a heroic week again, and we're gonna have heroic and mythic dungeons. So it's the season will start then, and PvP season, and you'll get your Battlefield Delves. So we're gonna have a whole like 2 weeks of just no raids, just heroic dungeons, and just
Why
questing.
do I feel like it's usually a week?
Well, we're gonna.
Am I tripping?
Yeah, and we're getting 2 weeks of not just world content, heroic dungeons, and like maybe Mythic Zero. They haven't specified yet, but it looks like we might not even get heroic difficulty on season 1. They might be holding that back. It might just be normal dungeons for the first 2 weeks. And then the first week of the season, we get heroic and mythic difficulty, the PvP season, the Bountiful Delves, all that shit all at once. And then the 24th, the week after, it's going to be mythic difficulty on the 2 raids, the six boss and the 1 boss raid. And then the actual mythic plus will start then. With mythic, the raid comes out for those. And then the following week, the last raid comes out on all difficulties, and the last week of LFR comes out for that one as well. And then finally, the week after that, on the 4th week, that's when the story mode and LFR comes out for the 3rd and final raid. So essentially, it's going to be Nothing Burger story mode, not story mode, Nothing Burger doing the questing, world content, getting used to the UI changes for 2 weeks, right? And trying to do content there, and regular delves. And then the next 2 weeks later, you're going to have your first week of raid on pretty much everything but Mythic for 2 of the raids, the 6 boss and the 1 boss raid. You're going to have your dungeons and for Mythic 0 and Heroic. PvP is going to start, and you're going to have your bountiful delves. And then it's going to progressively get more and more and more as you go along. And so I like the way they're doing this. It's going to give us a lot more time to gear up. And it's going to be a lot of time for people that are working stiffs that don't have the time to really play all the time to really be on the same page, especially on a new expansion. I like this idea. I would rather be bored for 1 week than to feel like I'm infinitely behind. That's my opinion.
Being behind isn't a great feeling. I get it. And that is a nice adjustment for people who like me, who just basically during the span of a week don't have a lot of playtime. I got more done last night and today on 2 lock-in sessions when my kids weren't here than I got done all fucking week. Having kids is a seriously intrinsic and very involved experience. You don't get to sit around the computer all the time and play video games. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess if anything, the kind of ease up on the FOMO button feels nice.
So
do you know what's going on with this LUI thing?
Okay, so LUI is coming back to 12.0 after all. The basics such as anchors, skins, chat, bags, action bars are working for beta, but they are still working out a final decision on how to handle unit frames and nameplates. And they're still in early development, but they will. LUI is not quitting. They're not throwing their hands up. There's a big X post they made recently from Lucky One, and basically stating this essentially. And essentially, they're going to be. They're just clarifying. The other major piece here, the old premium support system is no longer in place. Apparently, the only official way to support them is through the LUI Patreon now. So that's so if you were an old supporter from forever ago, that's no longer a thing. You have to go to the Patreon now. And but yeah, they're gonna keep going through midnight. So if you're an LUI user, I haven't been an LUI user in ages. I like having to download a second third-party app to download their add-on. I know CurseForce supports them, but over the years, you'd have to go through QE and these other services to really get the really good updates all the time. And I'm actually trying to step away from add-ons and only have cool utility add-ons that are for achievements or decor or finding things like that,
So, I don't play with add-ons at all. I'm one of those weirdos where every now and then on Facebook will be own up, do you play with add-ons or not? I do not use a single one. Not a one.
I mean,
I'm the most casual player of all time. I don't really need them. But
yeah, you don't
have one.
Everyone needs add-ons. I got into it because I liked add-ons and liked being able to add that customization to what I want to fine-tune my craft and work with what I'm working on.
Oh, I'm all
That's
about
what I like.
Yeah.
That's why I like add-ons. I feel I have to have add-ons to play and blah 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 blah. to me, it was just like, oh, like me, I was a tell me when guy for a long time. And then once weak auras went down the crapper and turned into weak auras 2, back in like water, whatever it was, I gave up on weak auras for a while. And then I got pushed back into it through other means when people started streamlining actual UIs out of weak auras and actually changing, like basically doing like a lot of more in-depth type of add-ons to really fine-tune the UI so it's all in one. Kind of like what LVUI does in some ways, but LVUI does it in their own way with the anchoring and all of that, and it's more of like a visualization and like it's almost like a little bit like Plumber mixed in with like Bartender, and it's like a bunch of different add-ons combined. Whereas weak auras felt more, I can put whatever I want and do whatever I want in there pretty much. And like make however I want it to look and really dig in there and like put all kinds of customizations in there. But now I'm kind of with the new cooldown manager, which is still pretty buggy on live, by the way. I don't know why this keeps
also
happening.
haven't tried a single one of those things either. You know, this is totally off the fucking rails, but speaking of bugs, we talked about Nathanos, right? Okay. Right.
Not really, but yeah,
okay.
That guy,
that guy hanging out, Ghost-a-Nose over there hanging out.
Yeah, there was a bug in
Someone forgot to remove him. I didn't see him. But when she said that, where she said, "Oh, this ghost man is following me," I'm like, "It's fucking Nathanos." It's gotta be. It never says anything. It just follows me around like a little puppy dog. Anyways, that's off the. And you know what else is fucking bugged? Rashanor, that dragon that tears through untethered space. If you die in that fight, you don't get shit. You don't get credit. You don't get loot. You do not have. You can't run around and fly back and come back in. Backside reload does not work. Logging back out and logging in does not work. You literally do not get quests for the world. Do not get credit for the world quest, which sucks because fucking it's like 45 quests. Like, bro, that's a lot. This has happened to me twice now, so I'm like literally, and it's such a fucking annoying fight. It's still so hard. People are still fucking dying. She's still one-shotting people, bro. I'm like, I see that bitch. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I can go get 45 quests somewhere.
I honestly haven't done that fight since the first week.
For real.
I did it once. I did it once to think
so bad. I was like,
and I just
whatever.
don't do it anymore.
Sometimes the world bosses get better. They get easier, or they'll bug and they'll fix them. It's been the whole fucking time, and this bitch is she wild. Anyways, was that your thoughts on the add-on stuff, or did you have any other like thoughts about that?
That's it. Yeah, it's I'm glad because there are a lot of people that use LVUI. It's a very popular add-on, and a lot of it is just visual, honestly. So I'm glad that they're sticking at the good fight and kind of pushing through.
That's good. Yeah, it is good to see someone want to like continue their craft and, you know, provide for the community in like the ways that they feel like they wanted to do it to begin with. I think that's awesome. So with that being said, I think we're going to go ahead and get on out of here. I was going to...
Final thoughts?
Yes, I'm not done yet. Thank you. I was just going to say that we have a game incoming. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm creating it myself, but I didn't have time to finish it today. And we're kind of, you know, running out on time. We've been going for over an hour for sure. So we are going to have final thoughts. Johnny, you have one, clearly. You're like, hey, final thoughts. What you got, bud?
I was hoping Wooly would randomly show up and push the Butters butthole, whatever joke meme. But yeah, final thoughts.
You want to know do we want to see how wide your butthole goes?
I know. I want to see how wide my housing will take away my time, and how much time I'm gonna suck into there because I am. It's almost like Christmas morning, and you get to play like Orange Box for the first time. It's almost like you're trying, or like the first time you find Roller Coaster Tycoon has like a sandbox mode.
Oh no, not you in the roller coaster type.
Or like The Sims, and you find the sandbox mode for the first time, and you're able to do whatever the fuck you want in there. That's what it feels like.
Sandbox goes?
Yeah. Want to see how wide your sandbox goes? Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Well, honestly, I think my shit's gonna be a little more general right now. I'm a little bit more in a new edibles who dis kind of mood. Thank you again to Calcas. We really have the best listeners. Thank you to actually all our listeners. You guys have been so supportive and so kind over all this times. We are back, baby. We are bringing good vibes. We're gonna go into midnight. I guess beyond that, if you want to hang out with us outside of the podcast, you can go ahead and follow us in the social places. We're going to go ahead and run through it real quick for time reasons. The spellings are in the episode description. We have Wooly08 on Twitter, Insta, and TikTok. I myself, Hunter Gershom, I am on Twitter and Instagram. Been using that Instagram a little more lately, so you might catch me on there. Boomy Nation is at all the places, at Boomy Nation, Twitter, YouTube, I think a few other places. And Johnny Tips, you're on Discord and Johnny Tips Insta. You can join the Discord, go to thrallsballs.com. Craig, damn you, Craig. He's at Craig_addict, and he only has Twitter. Do you want to go ahead and get on out of here?
Yeah, let's get out of here. It's all good.
Yeah.
I got this.
All right.
I want to take a there and shot real quick and
There we go.
trip on.
Yeah, my kids are coming home. And Willie, we hope you feel better. I think you're listening, but I don't know. I hope you're getting some rest. That sucks. The flu blows. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get on out of here. Have a great day, swingers. Have a great week. We will see you in WoW. We will see you on the Discord. We love you. Bye. Be good.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Get it. Get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Get it. Get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Get it.
Shut the fuck up, Donny.